Let's start with your reading, Virgo. Today, we're going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Oh, right. There's definitely a lot to talk about in this reading. Very important and conflicting messages at the same time. We'll look into it. But first of all, the main energy for you today is Queen of Swords. And in fact, what I see you doing here is trying to look into the situation from every possible angle, especially from a more logical standpoint. With the Queen of Swords, I see you trying to go within and detach from the emotional side of this so that you can find some clarity and so that you can find the truth. Right here, you might be confused about something and you might be wondering, what am I missing out here? Why are things happening the way they are? I did everything right. I did things differently this time. Why the same outcome? So definitely there's a lot that you're trying to understand here. Let's see if we can find out more clarity with the following messages. Now, in the recent past, we have the Knight of Cups and the Five of Wands. You have definitely experienced some major difficulties around the situation. A situation that is very emotional, a situation that made you believe perhaps things that you haven't believed in a while, but eventually a lot of setbacks, a lot of obstacles. And I see you giving up on this, starting to give up on this at some point, or at least the idea of this. Even if you stayed into the situation, deep down, your expectations changed. And although you really cared about this, and although you built a lot of hopes and expectations around this, at some point, you started trying to find a way to move on from everything that this represented. So we'll see what happened into the situation as soon as we clarify. Now, in the present, we have the Hermit and the Sun reversed. There is something in the present that is actually making you feel really good. Something, or the idea of something, the anticipation of something that is about to come in. But you are debating about moving away from this, closing the door to this for some reason. It's as if, even if just subconsciously, you are now backing away from happiness and from something that actually could be a very positive transformation for you, Virgo. A transformation that is needed and that actually will bring a lot of love from what I see so far. But why are you backing away from this? We'll try to find out as soon as we clarify. In the near future, Three of Cups and Two of Swords. You know, it's always up to you, Virgo. As I usually say in my readings, we are always in control, even when we think we're not. And right here, I see a very important decision coming up for you. There is something right here that will actually determine the course of events for the next long cycle. I see you starting to heal, starting to move on from the drama, from the pain. And the more you heal, the more you're attracting something quite beautiful towards you. But happiness is not something that is given to you. Happiness is a choice. And whatever this Two of Swords choice will be about, at the end of the day, it will be in between being happy or waiting to be happy. Okay? So we'll see what this is about, Virgo. Now, let's start clarifying. Let's do our three shuffles and let's start clarifying your recent past. I immediately see what that actually was with the Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, and Three of Swords, and the thought of what this could have been with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, There is definitely a lot that stood in the way when it came to this situation. Obstacles, external obstacles from this person potentially, but also a lot of internal obstacles. And for the sake of the reading and this message, I want to focus on those because those are the ones you can control. In the internal obstacles that I see are your own thoughts, your the stories that you were telling yourself. And instead of going with what you felt, you ended up going with what you thought this should have been, with this Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles standing right here. Very often, you seem to have been neglecting the way you felt because, let's be honest, when it came to your intuition here, it was working very well. It was telling you that something was not right. But what do you decide to do? Again, we're always in control. Do you decide to listen to it? Do you decide to ignore it? And right here, I see that you neglected that voice. You neglected the way you felt at times when it came to this person because you kept thinking about the potential. We'll put these cards back in the deck and see if they come up again, but it's clear that this to you was a very important connection. And it's easy when we find something so powerful to get lost in it. So make sure to work on this, Virgo, because you owe it to yourself. Right now, you're looking for the truth and you're trying to do the opposite of everything you've done up to this point. And we'll see how it's going to evolve. But let's see now where it's actually taking you in the present. Let's clarify the current energies. Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. We see Pentacles energy coming in, which is good because right now you are focusing on the long term. But there is an issue right here. You're still trying to heal from this previous loss. And it's not easy to just put yourself out there, to just trust again and open up, especially right now. There are a lot of walls, there is this gate, this overall energy shield that in theory, it's protecting you, but it's actually taking you away from happiness. Right here, you are trying to break through your own walls and figure out what is making you feel in a certain way. Because you want to do something and then something is blocking you, and then eventually you just end up confused, conflicted. And right here, I see you conflicted when it comes to take action towards something or not. You have things to say, but your body doesn't allow you to. This is something or someone showing up in your life soon, actually showing up at the perfect time, and it's going to make you feel good. It's an opportunity to maybe get something off your chest or to do something you have been wanting to do, but you don't want to feel good for fear of feeling worse afterwards. You would rather work on feeling numb. That's what I see you doing here. But Virgo, it unfortunately doesn't work that way. So let's see though where all of this is taking you. What is this upcoming decision about? Let's clarify the near future energy. Guess what? The first card we have is the Two of Swords again. Okay. The Fool, the Page of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. Happiness, happily ever after. Something you want, but something you don't want at the same time. Something you aspire to, but also something that you fear. Virgo. Overall, what I see is that it's time to stop avoiding happiness, but especially it's time to stop avoiding transformation. And here's the thing. It's as if you got accustomed to the pain, to the discomfort, and you don't even notice it anymore. You think that certain things are normal, certain feelings that you have are normal to have, and that you should just get along with them. But right here, it's really time to feel your way through this, because the only way out is through. And as soon as you address whatever this is, life will really start to change for you. Little by little, yes, but in a very surprising way. Now, this could be an issue that is related to that person, to a previous relationship, or something that is even more rooted deep down into the past, something that maybe relates to your parents, to your upbringing. You'll have to figure out. But as soon as you address it, Virgo, you'll see how much happiness will come your way. I actually see 2 new beginnings ahead for you, but they can only happen after your work your way through. Okay? The cards never tell you what's actually going to happen. They tell you what can happen. And in order to make it happen, it's up to you to make the right moves. So I want to keep motivating you while showing you what's ahead if you decide to do the right thing. So let's do that. Let's keep looking into this beautiful energy over here, and let's see what awaits you. By the way, the Fool coming up again right there. The Fool is really the card that asks you, Virgo, if you never failed before, if you have never, say that you've never experienced a heartbreak before, what risks would you take right now? What would you say? What would you do? Because the key to get where you actually want to be, it's in there. But let's see what this place is and what comes your way in the next few months if you decide to do the right thing, Virgo. It's not the easy thing. It's not the easy way, but it's the right way. Also, let's see what else is coming your way in the next few months that you should know about today, Virgo. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, Virgo, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning and now even every Wednesday morning to select more people. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned. Wow. Stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Virgo. This reading is getting better and better, and we clearly see it right here with the star energy, an energy that really talks about rebuilding hope and confidence after major difficulties. Something comes in here that will immediately put a huge smile on your face, and it will make you feel good right away. This is something that is showing you what can come next. It's a good sign. It's definitely something that you were not expecting. Now, the star can talk about meeting new people or meeting someone from the past, something that will put you in a dream state. And overall, regardless of the pain, regardless of the discomfort, regardless of the limitations, right here we see that the hope for what comes next will outshine everything else. Regardless of everything that has happened, right here you're thinking, you know what? I am still standing. I might be hurt, yes, but I'm not out, and I'm never going to be. So definitely a beautiful, beautiful energy that I really think you deserve right now. But let's see what this is about. Let's start by clarifying that star in hope that we're going to see what it is that is going to make you feel that way. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune right next to the star. Do you see this combination? This is major combination. But there is something right here that maybe you don't know about that you should know about 100%. And what we see that is very important from this message is